when in PI, we're not going to take a case usually unless there's insurance there, like 99% of the time. Employment law, a lot of people don't have, is it EPLI insurance, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people don't have it. A lot of people do. Like, so is that a factor when you go out there, when you're about to take on this
If
case?
they're large, then I know they can pay out.
Yeah, yeah,
Smaller companies, it's a gamble. It's tough, and
yeah,
often you don't know what you have until you get into the
yeah,
case, and it's really difficult because we can get burnt.
yeah.
Um,
We spend all this
we
money trying to
Yeah,
chase money.
yeah, exactly, and it's
Yeah,
in PI you always have insurance
yeah,
policies. Work comp, you have insurance. Employment, you often you don't, and you can not only lose the time that you put into the
hmm,
case, but you lose your costs.
yeah,
So
definitely.
it's brutal.
Oh yeah.
It's absolutely brutal.
And I
So
always tell people too, that just because even if they have money, and maybe they're not like a Fortune 500 company or like that, maybe they're just a successful business, whatever it is, and they've been in business for 20 years and they're established. Doesn't mean they're gonna give it to you. Like just because someone has money doesn't mean
no,
they're gonna give it to the work
exactly. And
justice firm. You know?
people all the time say, "Oh yeah,
Yeah,
they're loaded," and I feel
yeah.
like I
Everyone's
was
loaded, you know.
discriminated against based on
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
And you're like, "All right, well,
Doesn't mean they're gonna give you a dime of
yeah,
that.
probably gonna pay their attorneys to make you go away."
Yeah, yeah. So there's also those companies out there that they're just they'll bankrupt their company before they give you money, or they'll start. Oh, I'll just
Oh
start
yeah, if
someone
it's
else. I'll
an
start someone else
LLC or
up.
something, yeah.
Yeah.
In wage and hour claims, there's
Hmm.
personal liability, individual liability in wage
That's
and hour.
scary.
So,
Ooh.
I'm less afraid if there's an LLC for wage and
Hmm.
hour claims because we can just go after the individual. And so I
I
know
didn't
I
know
have
that.
that.
That's
I have
scary.
that safety net,
Yeah.
yeah, for wage and hour claims, but not for discrimination or harassment or wrongful termination.
So if there's an owner and say they're not there's not a lot of they're not paying overtime or whatever it is,
Hmm.
they can actually go after the companies. I mean the business owners' assets.
Individually, yeah.
What's the rationale behind that? I'm just curious.
It's just the way the law is. There is individual
Yeah,
liability under the California Labor Code for wage and hour
that's
claims.
scary. That's
Yeah, and
crazy,
I
man.
guess it's
Yeah,
to protect California workers,
yeah,
right? So
yeah.
we don't, as a state, want a scenario where there's an employer hiding behind the shield of an LLC, not paying
Hmm.
his employees the right way, and then they come after me, folds his LLC, and he's off the hook.
Yeah, that's not
That's
right
not
either.
right.
Yeah, exactly.